listen, man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what?
To absolutely no one.
The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing.
All right, let's go.
All right, boys. Main Chafford podcast episode 243, I believe. Anyway.
Yes, sir.
The real is back. The real is back. I actually don't mind, representing that man again after how things unfolded. He looked like a genius. I can't lie. I still disagree with the nature of the apology. Saying I got my chin out to another man is insane. But listen, he probably was the smartest man in that room. So the real is back. The real is back.
Come on.
I am him.
He's him.
Himmy Neutron. Himothy. I have to tell you guys every week, but I'm down to do that. Let's get it. Let's get it cracking. Men Chafford podcast episode 243. Incredible episode ahead. DK dancing. Watch your back. I'm gonna pass it to my partner.
Cosinisi, Don Corleone in the building, the one and only. AKA Eto Coolins, AKA C Note, AKA Dog Dad. From for your left there, your right there, surround sound, smart speakers, portable speakers, you name it. We are in the premises.
Let's go.
Episode 243.
Yes, sir.
It's giddy.
Passing it to your partner is crazy.
Nah,
Passing it to your partner is crazy, bro.
I don't know,
Nah, you can't live life like that.
Nah, I don't think that's a pause.
Passing it to your partner is crazy.
Nah.
Depends what I'm passing.
Puff,
No,
pass.
come on, man.
Go.
I don't have to introduce myself. They know who I am.
All right.
Like I said, you know what? I will introduce myself. When I'm right, I'm always right. Simples.
Talk your shit.
It's Eman G45. The G's always been solid, and the 45 is always silent. There's nothing more to say other than God is great.
He is.
That's
indeed.
it.
Okay.
Where do you want to begin?
Well, I was right.
So Eman has won the battle.
Yeah, he did.
Let's give it a round of applause for Eman.
Yeah,
Then.
for real. He called that shit to the T as well. I couldn't hate. It was.
And you know what's really mad as well is the fact that we did this in the pandemic.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the live.
Yeah, we did the
That
live.
was fun. Yeah,
So-
we did. Maybe we called this. Maybe we knew this was gonna happen.
Listen.
That's crazy.
I was rocking with E-Man. Listen. There's so much to say and so much that could be said. So many mistakes were made. So many genius moves were played. It was incredible to see as a fan. And I'm so glad we get to talk about it now as opposed to talking about it in a moment because we can add nuance to the conversation, actually have, a compartmentalized conversation as opposed to reacting in the moment, which I've seen a lot of other outlets do. And I just think for us, it's going to lead to better quality. What's going on over there?
Quality. Oh, that's the words of this episode. Quality.
Yes, sir.
So we last spoke on the beef when Euphoria dropped.
Kendrick, Lamar, and Drake.
Drizzy Drake Graham.
Aubrey.
Drizzy Drake Graham.
Yeah.
So after that, 616 in LA dropped.
Yeah.
Survival.
And I'll be honest with you, that song is really, really good.
Yeah, that beat is incredible.
Oh my gosh.
That beat is out of here.
Even and
It's an Al Green sample, isn't it?
I think
I believe so. Yeah.
One good thing I like about this beef is that we've got some songs out of this that are just good as songs.
Oh my
And
goodness.
that might be the best song he made in this whole thing.
You think?
Yeah.
In a way, like if I heard that on a Kendrick Lamar album, I'd be like, oh, that's an incredible song. But then obviously it lends to the beef once it gets to the second verse.
Yeah,
And the stuff
yeah.
that he's saying, he's basically like, listen,
You strip that man back. Pause.
you're trying to do ABC, like I'm ready for you, like all this stuff. And it more or less kind of came to fruition. And I think that song kind of gets swept under the rug because
The
It got lost in the noise.
industry is cooked as I take the carcass apart. I can see the compromise on act. Like, bro, like,
yeah. That line was good.
it was just like, whoa.
That line was good. He didn't put it on.
What I will say is there's been some rapping at an incredibly high level as well. I think we have to give it up to both of these gentlemen. Like, no punches were held as well. Like, I feel until the end they gave it 110%. which was
Yeah.
what I was concerned about. I thought they were going to half-ass it. No siree. Them man went in the booth and did what they had to do. That's why I'm like, I feel so sorry for Drake because Family Matters should get it done. That's an incredible song. If that didn't get it done, I don't know how he's functioning.
So did Family Matters come out after 616 in LA?
So 16 in
So I
LA came
remember
out on Thursday.
Yeah, it came out on the Thursday because I wasn't feeling well,
There was a bit of a gap.
and then
between
I
the
was
two.
just there like, what on earth is going on?
Yeah.
I was smiling. I wasn't feeling well, but I was smiling. Anyways, and then the night, it was in the night. I think it was Friday night.
Yeah.
Friday night or Saturday morning. Of
It was
course.
Saturday morning for us, Friday night for
Yeah.
Americans, I want to say.
So then Drake drops Family Matters.
Yes, sir.
30 minutes later,
Meet the Graves.
Meet the
Meet the
Grahams.
Grahams.
He stood on that song.
And it was wise for him too, I think, because Family Matters, he got his stuff off. I can't
For
lie to
real.
you. I think in the moment, and the greatest thing about what Kendrick done is he kind of alluded to the moves he was going to make. So on
Yeah.
Euphoria, he talks about back to back. I like that record. I'm gonna get back to that for the record. He also talks about the pacify line. So these are if Drake was listening well enough,
Which he wasn't.
which he wasn't,
He wasn't.
he would have known that
Fucking
Kendrick
Embarrassing some of the mistakes Drake made.
came with strategy and songs, and those two as a combination got Drake's song, unfortunately for his sake, out of here. Because I do think, like you're right, if you let Family Matters breathe,
Even if he let it breathe 24 hours, like if he dropped on a Saturday, he would have been. I don't know
it
how.
becomes a conversation.
Yeah, I don't know how you really combat that, but it's genius move because there was YouTubers who were reacting
Yeah.
to Family Matters, stopped reacting to Family Matters so that they could react to Meet the Grahams.
And you know what's really crazy about it? It was the mood that
Yeah, the
quite
mood
literally
shift.
the mood shift of like, okay, the three tracks that he blended in, and then you have this one which is just he's walking him down and like he's walking down in the hallway with a knife and he's gonna kill you.
That is
And he passes you the knife to kill yourself.
Mm.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, fuck a rap battle. This is a long life battle with yourself.
oh,
Like, but to really give his praises, like Drake his praises on Family Matters.
you was spit, man. No one can tell
Shake
me
that
anything.
ass, bitch. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for free.
Well, not that kind of free. I'm talking about my
Nigga Dave.
I hate that line so much.
I love that.
I hate that line.
It's insane.
I love the song, but that line annoys me because like we get it. Like,
Yeah.
But that kind of free. Come on, I'm my nigga Dave. Don't get it twisted.
My nigga Dave. They're not even friends.
they don't even know that, man.
But to say that, nah.
I'm talking about my nigga Dave.
And then, nah.
Yeah, there's a lot of moments on Family Matters, man.
Oh my god, the weekend music get played in clubs where there's a lot of pride in it.
Yeah, when he started saying, I started reaching for my waist. I just thought I was wet. I didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that he said, I'll try to keep it PG. I didn't like that.
Nah, I don't know.
That second verse though, when
Yeah.
he got into
That
the
might
drill
be
bag.
what-
I knew that he was going to go into drill, and this is what
Because he's
came
not
out.
been able to rap on that ever. So I don't know what happened this time around. Maybe they found a BPM in drill that worked for him.
He just warmed to
But
it.
oh my goodness,
He just warmed to it, and I think
Rock
like,
him talking shit again.
oh my
Yeah.
god,
I don't want to ever hear ASAP Rocky rap.
All we
And
care about
even-
is your fit again. Nah, nah.
And even if you do
And he
drop,
dresses
that's
well.
mid again.
Yeah, listen.
He said it was nah.
Ask Spring. Not to Spring was what's it? If you
From
using
Breaking Bad, innit? So
it,
that's
if
a
you
fair.
use a
That's
nickname
Rihanna's favorite
that
character.
my BM.
Yeah, we're fighting.
Nah, come on, man.
They have real problems.
Yeah.
Drake and Rocky have real problems.
You ain't getting through that, man.
Ross reading my Miranda rights. I said, okay.
Yeah, he was ready to go.
Phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal.
He cooked, man. That might be some of the best rapping in this.
Well,
whole
I
beef
just
for
hope
me.
that encourages him to. If he wants to survive this, he needs to continue to rap at that level. Rapping at that level will make people not forget this because you won't ever. It's a stain on your jacket, but that stain could get polished out if you rap at that level continuously. That's been the biggest problem. I didn't think he had that capability in him. I mean, I knew he did, but I didn't think he was gonna bring it to this.
Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone
Someone
go get him a Grammy right now.
That's my favorite line in the whole thing. So simple.
Yeah, so simple.
so petty.
Where's your uncle at? I want to talk to the man in the house.
I didn't expect him to go to the places Drake was willing to go.
Yeah.
As a pop star is insane.
Third verse, immaculate. West Coast
What
niggas
could-
do phase, right?
like-
Can't get this whooping I'm had in the mount.
What he said about it,
I heard of you put hands on your girl.
is it self-defense because she's
She's
bigger than you?
It's
That line is tough.
tough. It's a
he
tough
was
pill
trying
to
to get
swallow.
him out of here, man.
I understand why he felt like that was the one. I do.
It was
but,
a nuke.
But, you know, like, you're not dealing with an incompetent guy here.
But
and that's
and
that's
you
the
know
thing
what?
that
Now,
he
we've seen
underestimated
Drake
in
enough
hindsight.
Situations, he might just be dumb, and like we were trying to gas it, but Meek is a dumbass. So
Yeah.
He beat a donkey.
We now know how dumb Meek is.
Yeah.
I don't think we knew how dumb Meek was before that beef.
I thought Meek was a worthy adversary at the time,
He was.
but I think Meek is. So you beat a donkey. You've lost twice. Are you a donkey?
You know, it's just that Meek Mill, he just wasn't in the right state of mind. Because I still think he can spin circles on Drake.
I wouldn't say spin circles.
For sure, I think he can. Lyrically, he's amazing. It's just that he's just stupid sometimes.
Well, that's it. There was no strategy
Yeah.
from Meek. Meek came back like nearly 10 days later trying to reply, and it was done by then, man. He's homeboy had done OVO Fest and put
When he
about
did-
you and your goal.
No, he replied to Revenge. All Summer 16, that song.
But it was too late, basically.
It was too late. Yeah, it was too late. Yeah, it was too late.
was
His
a
stock had already fell.
Now I'm looking at Drake like, are you a bit of a dunce?
I don't think he's dumb. I just think he's arrogant, bro. I think, and we'll get to it when we talk about like the beef in totality. The fact that Drake lost is because Kendrick had a better strategy. He's just as competent, if not a better rapper than him. And public opinion was on his side. But the one thing that I do think hampered Drake, or two things, is his arrogance in the whole situation, not really taking Kendrick as seriously as he really should have,
yeah.
and also the fact that he was beefing multiple men.
That's he wasn't focused.
And that may be his fault, it may not be. But at the end of the day, you got to go into a booth and be like, block out all of that EXO
did
stuff,
all of that.
block out all the future stuff. This is just me versus Kendrick. He had the ability to go and then do that himself. Now, I'm not mad at it because we've got some incredible bars about the other guys. I can't lie, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
But I do think that's definitely,
That was his downfall.
it
for
definitely
sure.
hurt him.
100%. He just didn't sound focused. You'd addressed the whole scene on push-ups, and you'd given him some great bars, and this was your time to now, as you said, put everything aside, focus on that man that is stood right in front of you. This is your opponent. Forget all the rest of the noise. And he sounded like someone who wasn't focused.
That's why that third verse went so hard, because that third verse was
just
all
focused
Kendrick,
on- yeah.
and it was probably the best, in my opinion, the best he put this together on
Yeah.
that track. It's just a shame that, like, again, Kendrick just understood the assignment
Yeah, that's it as well.
and dropped Meet the Grahams. And we should probably get into that track.
Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts.
I think niggas like
He
he should die.
To
When
your
I heard,
march.
when I heard, to your mum, no. What's disrespectful is the fact that I told your mum to sit down. Who am I to tell your mum to sit down? Then I told your mum,
There's Sandra.
your son's a dickhead
Even
and he should die. No.
Character assassination.
That's
what that song
That's
is,
what
basically.
happened. And
Yeah.
you can see it online now. Like, you know, he's really stripped back, and people are gonna look at Drake differently. You know, he's not gonna get rid of the assumption now that, you know, he likes him young. That's not going away anytime
Now,
soon.
that's one thing I'm a bit like, about. Because
But the people,
I'll get on to that like toward the end.
when the lie is better than the truth, people will run with it.
yeah, no, I agree.
So-
And we kind of alluded to it on here where it was a case of like,
Many times. Before the beef, many times.
yeah. But
He's playing with fire with some of the things and the situations he's been in. I'm not having an 11-year-old girl saying, you text me about boys. Like, what are we doing? That's an insane thing to be attached to your name. That's why I said to him, I wouldn't do this dance because you're a public figure. There's more on you than there is on Kendrick. Like, as far as we know, Kendrick is an upstanding citizen. Bro, there's things on your name that I wouldn't want exposed, or not even exposed because it's out there, but dissected.
Hence why I said from the beginning,
Leave that man alone.
just before he released Push Ups, I said the best way to address the situation is to just say he's the best rapper and move on. That's it.
I don't know, man. I think Drake created some problems for himself.
He created problems for himself. However, if you turn around and say you are the best rapper, that's it.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's hindsight. Because
He could have just kept it safe.
The only reason why I say it's hindsight is because Kendrick coming into this, and this is my kind of like when I think about how I viewed Kendrick coming into this, I also feel like I downplayed his ability a bit. But the only reason why I downplayed his ability is because he's coming off of that last album. And I'm not saying that last album was bad, and I'm not saying he wasn't rapping well on there. I just didn't feel hunger, desire, and like actual passion to actually be the best. What I got from that album is the fact that he actually feels the opposite in a way. He's kind of done with that. He's kind of like, I don't want to be seen as the guy anymore. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm no longer your savior. That's what I got from it.
Yeah.
So now you go. Let's fast forward a year and we go to like a year before that, and we go to Smoking on Top Fives and fucking what he was saying on like the other song with Keem. Yeah. That was the energy. So I didn't know if his mind and soul was really in that place to be like, I'm the best rapper. So Drake being Drake, he thinks he's the best regardless, whether it's pop, whether it's rap. I just didn't think Kendrick was going to be able to bring that energy to this beef, and he did.
So I think he planned it the whole entire time.
From Smoking on Top Fives.
From Smoking on Top 5.
Really?
Yeah. Because he said, I'm taking 10 steps, then I'm smoking on Top 5.
Tonight.
This was on N95.
Which
is it N95?
Maybe. There's two songs.
It's the second track. You ugly as fuck. You out of pocket. Yeah, that's. Is that N95?
Yeah, that's N95.
Yeah, N95. So then he says, yeah, I'm taking 10 steps, then I'm taking off Top 5. So at that point, I was like, okay, cool. At least I know he's still there. But then fast forward all the way to Like That, where he just kept silent. Then he pops up. Then he just.
And that's the first thing he says. Yeah, I think you're right. I think at the end of the day, sorry, we kind of skipped over Meet the Grahams. I think one of my reasons why, and this is just my opinion, right? I actually, if you give those songs a week, I'm picking Family Matters. The reason why.
That's the song I've gone back to.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Meet the Grahams is like it's a good diss, obviously.
So one and
but
done.
I feel like it's a great album cut. It just reminds me of what's the song on Mr. Morale? It really does remind me of the fighting song. What's that?
Yeah,
because
it's produced by Alchemist.
Yeah, it's the same beat.
Yeah.
It's the same like meandering. Like it's the same like loop. It reminds me of and it's a great song, but it's well crafted. It's put together in like a really albumy way.
Yeah.
So I don't feel the need to run back to it the same way I do with like Euphoria or like that, or what's the not like us. It doesn't give me enough of like an incentive
but
to
I
go
don't think
back.
it's supposed to be like I can admit Meet the Grahams is an incredible song, and forget being an incredible dish. Like the things he does, it feels like I'm listening to a horror film. I mean, when he goes, he lied.
Yeah,
that shit is terrifying.
It's terrifying.
If I'm Drake and I'm listening, like this man has peeled back the layers of who I am. That's why, I wouldn't say I was a big time rapper. I wouldn't get into a rap beef because I know there's things about me that people could dissect, and that's what my biggest issue was with Drake. And when I said a few weeks ago, he shouldn't get involved in this, it wasn't because I didn't back his ability or didn't believe that he wasn't capable of maybe coming out the victor. It was because there's certain man you just don't play with.
But then you said you put your money on Drake.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. It's recorded.
I said the more
I have footage.
I said that Drake would win, but the reason why I said Drake would win was because similar to what you're saying, like, okay, Kendrick has proven himself now, but the issue why I felt like Kendrick probably couldn't win this is because we've never seen Kendrick do this before. And I know everyone's giving Kendrick the boogeyman thing now. Yeah, I get it. He's proven it now. It's the truth now. But prior to this happening, there has not been an instance where he's decided to just destroy somebody. He hasn't. He's been saying he wants to do it. It's like a man you know that's always willing to fight someone. Like I can't wait for the day for someone to punch me in the head. But it's been in no fights. You don't think he's gonna do it, but he talks a good game.
This outcome didn't surprise me in the slightest because, and I know what I said. I said, the more interesting win would be Drake.
Drake,
because he's not supposed to win this. Like, I just feel like skill wise, I feel Kendrick is better than him. In school, we had a really good friend, and he was able to go to 0 to 100, and I'd never fight that person just because his ability to go to 0 to 100 doesn't mean I don't back myself. Or I don't think I have that dog in him, in me. But it's more, I know he's willing to go to a place that I can't, and that was the way I felt about Kendrick. Kendrick will go to a place to win this that I just don't think Drake had.
No, I genuinely just thought it would just be lyrical, miracle, and that's it.
But
I don't think they have a big enough gap between them lyrically, though.
I think there is.
I don't think so.
I think there is.
I don't think. Okay, so maybe sorry.
Like,
Lyrically,
putting the song together, like the way Family Matters is put together and etc. I think this really proved how incredible a hit maker Drake is. But lyrically, the way they put words together, I don't even think this proved to me it's actually not close.
I think it's close.
No,
I think
the variety that Kendrick has shown.
No. I know that, but that's you're saying that within the context. You're saying that within the context of the beef. I'm talking within the context of their career.
No, I think.
And within the context of their career,
Kendrick was the better rapper.
No, I agree. Okay. I'm just saying the gap. I don't think the gap is that big.
Rapper or artist?
No, rapper.
Rapper. I don't think the gap between Kendrick and Drake is that big. Like Kendrick, and I said this even in the episode when Monty was saying Kendrick's the better rapper out of the three of them. But I just don't. I think maybe people are downplaying the Drake rapping thing because when Drake wants to rap, and sometimes I forget it too. But I'll hear like, and I always say this fucking verse. I hear Churchill's Downs, and I'm listening to what he's saying, and I'm like, I've not heard many men rap like this before.
Yeah. But then again,
and he doesn't do it often enough. I get that.
That's the issue.
My only thing is the only time I think Drake has ever rapped since the Pusha T thing is there more. I think that's the only time where I genuinely believe he rapped, because I think that's where he was really trying to showcase that he's no joke.
Yeah, I suppose.
And quite literally, it's a great song.
Yeah, it is.
And
but come on, man, Churchill's Down, bro. I know he didn't need to do that to Jack. I know.
Yeah. Someone had to save that song.
Yeah.
Jack on his own would have been hot garbage. But look,
Meet the Grahams done a thing. The internet's in a frenzy. Drake is down bad, and then the knockout punch comes.
Listen,
with Not Like Us.
I see dead people. Must on the beat, ho.
Must on the beat, ho. Free throw. Any rap nigga here. Nah. To be honest with you, so I'm gonna talk about my initial reaction hearing it. I didn't like it when I first heard it.
Nah, I loved it second year. That keyboard, I was like, wow. Go wrap it up.
Yeah,
Get him out of here.
I didn't like it.
I think I was exhausted because it was a lot of music in a very short span. So I remember you put it in the chat, and I was a bit like, oh man,
and another one.
Like, bro, I've not slept. I'll be real.
Yeah. I was this close to falling asleep before it came out. This close, and I refreshed my timeline. Not Like Us. I said, oh my days.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, he's out of here with this one. He is out of here.
The reason why I didn't like it initially was because I just felt like in the moment it almost like, and to be honest with you, the reasons why I didn't like it then is some of the reasons why I don't like it now. Not to say it's a bad track. I do like the track now. It's grown on me. But the problem with the track for me at the time was like, it almost felt as if, how can I explain this? We were all waiting for a banger to come out of this situation, right? And we, in a way, we got that from Like That. And in my opinion, Like That's a better record by every stretch of the imagination. In my opinion.
Yeah.
What I felt like Kendrick was trying to do was create a banger around some really dark stuff, and it worked.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't sit well in my ear.
Yeah, I don't want to hear another man say certified lover boy, certified pedophile.
It just didn't sit well in my ear. And hearing him do the chorus, and like I can nitpick like certain parts, a part of the song which I didn't love, but
colonizer stuff is bullshit. Like I that's one thing I really can't stand about Drake's career. Like,
in what sense?
He just likes them man, and them man at times needed him as well. It was a two-way street. I don't think it was just a case of I'm the bigger artist. Them deny the fact that he's probably let people down at times, but you man needed him as much as he needed you.
I kind of agree with you. I think that Kendrick using that is probably one of the best angles he can use. I think the angle that doesn't work for him, in my opinion, I know everyone feels differently about it, is more the actually we're on the same page as it, is him being mixed race. The mixed race thing for me don't bang because I feel like we've enabled him for so long that it makes all of us look dumb.
Yeah.
We can't now all of a sudden be like, oh, that's a white man. Because
what are you gonna do about Jermaine?
Because let's be real, yeah. But it's optics of how Kendrick said it has made people be like, oh, he's not talking about him actually being mixed race. It's about how he presents himself. But let's keep it a buck. Man. Let's keep it a $150. We've never questioned, as far as we've known him and listened to him from the beginning, we've never questioned his blackness because he's made good enough music. And as far as we know, he's presented himself as a black person.
He's always questioned his blackness.
How?
My white friend just said nigger. I hope no one heard that.
Yes. Yes.
That's an insane line to say.
I guess.
What are you talking about?
I guess. I don't know.
At the end of the day, we're going to be in trouble. There's that one. Then there is it 6 p.m. in New York?
What did he say on that song?
Something with me, mama, or whatever.
No, I don't.
Is that the one where
I don't know the track. And then also there was another track where it says
white America, treat me as a threat, black America.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? What?
Yeah, that was a dumb.
That's the same song he said Taylor Swift is a nigger.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah.
My whole thing on that is I think the colonizer thing. There's more legs. I know there's a business behind it, and I sent you that voice note on it. But there's more legs behind. You can use that to garner enough attention and kill him for that. You can. But I just don't think the angle with him. I mean, he didn't really touch on the mixed race stuff on Not Like Us anyway.
Yeah.
But I just felt like that angle in Euphoria and I don't know if he did it in Meet the Greats. I was just a bit like, is he white now? Like, am I supposed to? You know what I mean? I didn't love that personally.
That's nearly
but
20
as
years, you can't now just switch on it.
Yeah, let's call it. Let's keep it a buck here.
But even the track as well, where you're screaming about this man being a pedophile, so on and so forth. It's wild. It's wild to listen to.
Yeah.
It's not something we should be listening to.
It doesn't sit well in my ear. If it sat well on Meet the Grahams because that's the kind of song for it.
Yes.
Or Not Like Us, I'm just a bit like.
Gonna see. It'll be interesting.
We're gonna hear this in the clubs. We're gonna see kids singing it.
Yeah.
So for me, I just felt like you did your thing. You won. This is the knockout punch.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't feel like it. It didn't feel worth it for me.
I agree.
It is worth it.
But no,
he's won.
I see what you're saying. Your gripes with it. It's the same issues I have with, and maybe I over exaggerate when I think it's a good song, but I think he got some shit off on the Heart Part 6. I think there was a point in the song where I thought, if you focused on this and you kept going in with the Day 3 angle and the he hits his wife angle, because let's keep it a buck. That's an insane thing to like. Kendrick can't just pretend that was never said.
Yeah.
Like, that's an insane thing to come out about you. But then to try and deflect it, because we all know how it goes. If someone's saying something about you, it makes you look crazier, and then if you address it, it's like, bro, there was things on that Kendrick didn't even have to say. What do you mean? Never looked at no Millie Bobby Brown, more Whitney's. What are we doing right now? I never looked at no teenager. I'm too famous for the things you're suggesting. They've all been too famous for the things that people are suggesting.
He said it. He responded too many times. That was a problem for me. I don't mind him mentioning it once, but there's literally 5 bars on the Heart Part 6 where he's denouncing the fact that he's not a pedophile, and it becomes a bit.
It's a lot safer.
Eman
he was trying to rap, man, but yeah. Again, he was just
Wap.
That fuck him up.
Wap.
I'm gonna do my stuff. This is giving some great lines, actually. Like the fact that we've
sometimes
been able
you gotta pop up and
show niggas.
That's a bar, because it's not like overzealous. It's not like complicated, but sometimes you do, like, for real.
Barker's got a weird case. Why is he still around? Why is he still around? He's asking the question. Why is he still
like the way
around?
he posed it as well.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even that pressed about it, but I got to know.
Why is he still around?
You know, when you ask a question, it's like, It's not that deep, but if you could give me an answer, that'd be great.
That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
Even the way he said polling him, extort shit, bully the throw on him. That's a cold bar. But I said that Kendrick would crash it on him.
He did.
He crashed it on him.
He did.
He crashed it on him completely. And the thing is, like, as I said, this was the Thursday. I wasn't feeling well. And I'm thinking to myself, Kendrick dropped another one. Like, what is this? Like, Kendrick is ready. Like, Kendrick is here.
Yeah.
Like, we might as well just take this moment in, like, and then really embrace it. Pause. But then... And then Drake drops, and then he drops again.
Back to back.
And then he drops again.
He done his own thing on him.
And I was like,
He used Drake's strategy on Drake, and that's
the lack
what
of
you got to say.
awareness from Drake, and even just the lack of.
But coming to the
research on
heart part 6.
the lack of research really upset me, man. That Mother Eye,
I get it. I said, nah.
Did you listen to the song?
Nah.
Just go to Rap Genius. That's not the point of it. And now you're getting into some. This is what it was. Like they were getting. Into
I could
some
see how
sick
someone
shit,
could misconstrue that.
No, there's
but
no way. There's no way.
No, like
He
first
literally
listen.
says that's not what happened.
Exactly. But
That's
if someone's not listening properly, they can misconstrue that.
It's one of those records.
This is why I'm saying that
Yeah.
he might be a dunce. Because like, there's no way you could take that from that song.
It's just
clear as
the
day
way-
what the point is.
It's the way Rick Ross says, "Hey, white boy, you know when you said that Kendrick got molested, next time go to the writer and get that checked up because that doesn't make sense." Like, just silly things like that. But no.
It was too
Rick Ross
defensive.
should-
of
It
a
was
song.
good though. I mean, if that was the case and that really did happen,
that
I think
happened.
Yeah, that's
Mother
fair
came
enough.
over. I said, "Mother, he would have cooked
get
it."
it
now.
But it didn't happen.
But it didn't
That's not
happen.
what
It didn't happen.
So
But,
now you look dumb. This is what I keep going back to. He looks like a dunce. I'm not. Are you? What's going on here?
I just think it's arrogance, and I
Two
think.
battles and you've lost in a horrific way.
Now let's be real. The Pusher one was just. There's no way he's gonna win that because of
But
the because
that's
the
it.
story of Adidon is crazy.
I
think this was avoidable.
100%.
I think this was. I don't think Pusha T story of Adidon was avoidable. Pusha T's story of Adidon is all of Kendrick's disses combined into a 2.5 minute masterpiece.
yeah.
But that's actually my one gripe with Kendrick. This whole thing there hasn't really been anything too new that he's presented. If that makes sense. I
To a
think
certain extent, yeah.
he's really
because
stripped back his character.
I was listening to Free Shots, like, this was maybe even last year. Well, whenever they announced the $400 million deal, and Mr. Expose, Keith said, nobody knows how much money Drake's in debt. No one knows. Like, nobody would ever know.
What do you mean in debt? As in from gambling and shit?
No, just in general, like, nobody knows how much he's in debt. So, like, when they give him 400 million, it's like, all right, take that. And then, like, you can use that for whatever purpose it is. So then when Kendrick now says, you have gambling problems, money problems, all these other problems, to me,
It screams.
it is like, this is, and Keith is someone who's not, like, he's not broke, like, he's got money. Well, from what he's spoken about. And his connections and so on and so forth. Just from listening to him.
Yeah.
Anyways, but from that, from what Keith said and then what Kendrick is saying, it's like, oh, this might actually be true. He might be in mad debt. And no one knows.
I think he's up. Like, I don't think
he's up. I don't think he's up.
Well, I mean, a lot of people presented the fact that he is running around America. 2 tours back to back was.
And he's got to
nuts.
drop another album and another album and
But
another
I
album.
don't think.
I think Drake has a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Money is not his problem.
Yeah, I don't think so. I agree.
And I can say that as a full stop. End of sentence. Because that man, money wise,
If I'm Lucian Grange though, like
He's good.
I've just bought the way I.
But
look at
everything
it,
else, yeah,
I've
man's-
just given you 400 M's. Please don't be stupid. If I'm Lucian Grange, I look at it as I've just bought a house and that house is on fire because I don't know if I can. Look, I think he'll be fine, but
No.
I don't know what the
Drake is gonna be fine.
And
the
like,
damage of this. But I'm just saying I don't know what the damage of this will be.
Oh, it's
to someone
crazy.
I've just given 400 M's, like
Drake
I
will be-
needed. Nah,
Let me paint a picture for you guys when it comes to money in the music industry. Yeah, Drake, Lucian will be fine. Drake will be
it's
fine.
because of back catalog
UMG
and-
is fine.
okay.
Drake doesn't have to put out another. Drake doesn't have to put out another record for the rest of his career. He'll be fine.
Okay.
The business of Drake
Do they
will be.
care
Go on.
about like Drake going forward as well though? Because
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, when you're there's only two people in this industry that can get away, like that are Teflon, and there's Taylor Swift and Drake.
you think
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Not even Bad Bunny.
maybe.
He's up there, but it's not. He got his Supermax before Drake, so he's good money, but not
Okay.
not on their stratosphere. I just don't think the money thing with Drake. It'll be, put it this way. Imagine fucking Mike Tyson. Yeah, he'd have to run around like he's Mike Tyson in order for him to blow his money. And I don't think Drake's business, from what I see, gets conducted. There's too many people in the business of Drake for it to go south. The business of Mike Tyson was peak because he had a lot of street dons involved.
Yeah.
His thing got messy.
But then I was watching a video where Drake has a lot of street dons involved.
He does.
And
But
maybe too many, and that's part of the problem. Like, bro, sit down.
and getting his yard sharp and all that stuff. But I do think
listen, I'm also not buying that.
the music angle of Drake, he'll be fine. I think what will happen is man will drop a Feel No Ways project. Everyone will be gassed in the middle of summer. People forget about this,
Nah, I don't think
and
so.
he'll be sweet.
How long do you think he has to sit down for?
Because this is like, if we're talking about allegations, yeah, like we're having a serious conversation about allegations. He's being called a pedophile.
Yeah, but he's not a pedophile though. Can we be honest? Is the
Yeah,
is the
and I
man?
know it's
I'm not gonna put my neck on the line, pause, and say, okay, I know what my man's up to, and I know it's from scratch. But let's keep it $150. Do you guys really think that Drake is a pedophile?
No.
Has he given us enough information to feel that he's a pedophile besides the weird Stranger Things text?
Look,
I don't feel that way.
I'm waiting for the Riddler to respond.
Well, we can get into that because that's also that's also bullshit as well. There's one thing.
But yeah.
There's one thing I hated the most about this beef, and we'll get into it later. But it's all the social media discourse and all the lies and all all the fake accounts and all that nonsense.
It's gonna be
It's been
a long
bollocks.
summer for him. If you go on any of his posts, even if you fucking just go on like the OVO shop, it's just in the comments. It's just filled with OVO, gifs of Kendrick laughing. Like it's long. I don't know how easy it will be to wipe that away, but I feel like people were looking for a Drake loss.
Oh, 100%. It's like Man City. It's
Yeah,
like
that
Manchester
was
United in the 2000s. It's like Kobe. It's like Lewis Hamilton. When someone wins for long enough, we eventually want you to lose. And when you lose, it's a big moment. Everyone that's hated you for all these years that had no reason to actually hate you or had enough ammo, oh, we're up now. Because it's not just Drake versus Kendrick. It's Drake versus Kendrick and the people who hate Drake.
I couldn't believe
So ultimately, I'm not saying Drake couldn't have won. He actually could have won. But it was always going to be tough with the disposition of him having to be number one because you've got people that want you done anyway. If Pusha was even as big as Kendrick was,
Yeah.
what are we even talking about
That would be
here?
astronomical.
Like,
But
it'd be crazy.
Drake will do what Drake does best, and he'll make us forget about it with hits, because that's essentially what Scorpion did.
But that's essentially what R. Kelly did.
I
My thing is that, look, yeah, the allegations.
Drake is not R. Kelly, bro.
He's not R. Kelly.
As far as we know, I just
we
don't
don't
wanna
know
put that on
nothing,
his
and we're not
jacket.
confirming
He's been
anything.
in compromising positions that you shouldn't. There's things you've done that you shouldn't have been doing as a man of your age. But I agree. I don't think I don't think he's a PDF.
Yeah. Now that's allegation on that side. The fact that Kendrick might be separated with his BM.
Since 2015.
I think that's true.
Yeah, they're not.
I think they're separated. Just because they're listening to the album again, I think they're separated.
Well, he's in New York.
But they're in New York as well.
Oh, they
So
are in
people,
New York.
yeah. So he, again, a lie.
Oh my,
Bro.
he's a dunce.
No.
telling you, man.
Everybody has lied. Everybody has lied. I've been reading shit. I've been seeing everything. Both these men, and not even just, to be fair, not just them. The people around them, the internet, the people who the blog posters, all these people, it's all payola. There's lies coming in. This is probably some of the best propaganda I've seen since the Trump stuff. Some of the lying that's happened online has been really spectacular.
Give me an example.
So I saw one yesterday. Wheezy from this podcast, Horrible Decisions, she came out and said, Drake was at OVO Fest, but he didn't come out.
Excuse me?
Everybody lapped it up.
Sorry.
What do you mean? OVO Fest hasn't even happened.
Sorry, not OVO Fest, Dreamville Fest.
Oh.
And everybody lapped up. See, this is why Drake called this. And then someone from Cole's camp was like, what? Like, this is a lie.
Yeah.
The one that you sent on the 150K, obviously, I think Drake did put money out separately.
Yeah.
But that one article that got made off of what that guy said in that podcast, he was like, I know this guy K. Like, he's my boy. Like, K retweeted on it. I was like, I don't know who this man is.
Wow.
And K is like Kendrick's like guy. So he's like, I don't know who this man is. What is this? Like, this is all cap. There's so many, and to be fair, I don't think it's on Drake and I don't think it's on Kendrick. The problem is now people who are second-hand degree, third-hand degree related to them are running with their own narratives.
Yeah.
And building, it's just become the most weirdest beef, chatty-patty, online bullshit to the point where we can't even enjoy the fact that Kendrick won. It's more now, not only is Kendrick won, is that Drake is now running a pedophile ring across the 52 states of America. I mean, Kendrick Lamar has abandoned his kids, and Dave Free is his enemy. It's like, is this all fan fiction now?
I don't see anything about the Dave Free being.
There's just too much.
I believe that's cap. That's massive cap. One, and then two, the fact that Kendrick might have hit his BM. I don't see that happening. I'm not going to negate it. I just don't see that happening. However, them being separate, I do see that in reality.
He's mentioned it on the album. I agree,
especially on the last song.
But we don't know about the
infidelity.
We don't know about the physical assault. We don't know.
That's a crazy bar to get off.
We don't know if he hit his wife.
I cheat because I grieve different.
Man was in Copenhagen running through white girls
on a regular.
Hey man,
vanilla cream.
Listen, it's
Wagyu milk.
The beef didn't have to go there from either side, but in the same breath.
But the thing is,
there's just a lot of allegations.
Yeah, a lot of people they may not believe it, but the thing is, a shoe fits better on Drake.
Yeah, that's
simply for the fact, and because of that,
he's created this for himself.
He's created it for himself, but more so, if someone believes it, we may not believe it, but there are some people who do believe that.
Yeah, I know.
And all it takes for them is just to go crazy with a firearm, and that's it.
Well, all Kendrick did was, hey, look, everything that you can see, yeah, that man's it. That's all he did. And it was like, oh, shit, I can hold a candle and see, or I can see this stuff. It is happening. Like, everything he's mentioned, there are instances of him doing these things. If you say Kendrick's hit his goal, cool, but there's nothing to back that up, that Kendrick is a violent person. If you said someone like CB, I hear it. Obviously, there's evidence to back it up if you're going against that man. But for all I know, and Kendrick has continually been an upstanding citizen.
Drake was never gonna win the tea battle, and I said this. If they both bring tea to the table, we're not really gonna care what Drake says about his tea, because at the end of the day, Kendrick has built up enough like social credibility or cachet that we're not gonna care, and that's kind of, it's not actually a good thing when you really think about it, because if we find out that now all of a sudden Kendrick stuff is true, we all look at the situation a bit differently. But at the end of the day, it was always gonna go that way if he was to go down the T/family route. If we just kept it rap, then this probably would have been avoided.
I think he kind of
avoided
keeping it rap. Don't know if he would have won on that front.
Who knows, man? I think the strategy landed to Kendrick more than the rapping, because the versatility he showed after the fact. Because Drake is a better hit maker than Kendrick. So if
him having another child,
that's cap.
It looks cap, but again, we don't fully know.
Nah, listen, let's not be silly.
An
11-year-old?
I would.
You can't hide an 11-year-old. I'm sorry.
I would like to believe that, though.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
No, I would like to believe that, because there's things that I've spoken about Drake on this podcast where I've said that Drake has done some silly stuff, Like he's threatened a woman, and that woman went on Vlad TV and then basically said like, this is exactly what happened. So, and this was way before.
Is
Pusha
Vlad
T
a
stuff.
credible source though?
Yeah, where you getting your news from? TMZ.
Yeah, but this is Vlad.
TMZ
I don't.
Yeah, but this was many years ago.
The
before,
Vlad thing.
Like this was many
know
years
about
ago.
Vlad.
So and there was some truth to that because she actually went to the police with it. So whatever that.
What did he threaten her to do?
No, he was just talking nonsense. He was just talking nonsense, and then that just got silenced like right afterwards. Drake has the cash to basically
Yeah, he does.
Make things go away.
make things go away, and then if in that case, if anybody wants to get an abortion, and then we heard about the hot pepper.
In the condom thing.
Yeah, the hot pepper in the condom.
Fuck.
Yeah, there's
Like-
too much ammo against my man. I hear
that
it.
was
There's a lot of ammo against him, but in terms of the kid stuff, not the paedophilia, I mean having children, I would say that's believable.
It's believable.
To a certain extent, it's believable. I'm not saying that it's 100% believable, but
I'm with
because
you.
otherwise he would have claimed them and then just showcased them. But
I'm with you. That's my thing as to why, kind of circling back on the Meet the Grahams thing. It was good, but I just felt like Push did it in 2.5 minutes,
yeah,
and it was more.
It felt more concise.
It was like, let's imagine a boxing match, yeah, like Fury versus Usyk, and it goes 11 rounds, and Fury knocks him out in the 11th round. I feel like what's it called? Story of Adidon is a 3-round knockout.
yeah.
Just pim, third round, walk up to each other, bush, it's done.
Thing is, Meet the Grahams is defeatable. It was the 1-2 punch with Not Like Us. Like I feel if he'd come back with something in response to Meet the Grahams, he would have been probably in a better standing.
Nah, because Meet the Grahams is forever, bro.
But I think it's applicable
Like,
to you. Could
The
squash
story of
that.
Adidon is speaking to Drake and only Drake. Meet the Grahams is speaking to his son, alleged daughter, his mum, and Drake.
And his
And his
dad.
dad.
And his dad.
He basically said
You should ask for more paper.
more paper.
And more paper. I thought that was
Why
amazing.
does Kendrick hate his dad so much?
Why is his dad a hate? Like maybe there's something we don't know.
His dad has done some weird. There's some
Yeah.
weird shit on social media about his dad. But hey, listen, man. Where do you guys think that it goes from here? Where do you think? Do you think Drake responds? Because I'm sure he will
that man
sneak this
should
at
leave
some
it
point.
No, this is another thing that I really hate about the rap beef as well, is the fact I'm put this on a chat and I deleted it because I felt like everyone had enough of just talking about the beef. But I felt like personally, this beef is almost like tech startups. Everyone just gives the most viable product and then gives you another version based on feedback. So they're not giving you a product on how they feel. Like Meet the Grahams, I think Meet the Grahams was just phenomenal. Another thing that I don't like about this rap beef, I think Chip said it best. Pre-recorded doesn't count on Lyrical War.
So I mean, Meet the Grahams was pre-recorded.
It was pre-recorded. Phenomenal track, but pre-recorded.
Yeah,
That's my only.
but I know why Chip said it in the context of when he said it, but I don't. Does it really matter?
Not to me. Anyway.
I think now it doesn't.
Because I kind of see UK and US rap beef differently. I just feel like the UK thing is like, you go, then I go, you go, then I go, you go, then I go. I guess Drake kind of changed the rules when he just went again after Meek didn't really do anything. And then I think Kendrick kind of used that to his advantage this time around to obviously do what he done. I see your point. I see your point. But in a way, I kind of give Kendrick a bit of a blight because
Yeah.
it's kind of like the American thing. They don't know about it's not a clash to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not a clash. It's a record thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe
no, I think
I'm
that's
viewing it the wrong
perfect
way.
to
No,
put
because
it.
I see it the same way, but that's my only gripe.
Which is
Chip
fair.
also a
Which is
warrior,
fair.
Like he's battle tested. He loves this shit. So I
He's the
don't
type.
think-
He's the
yeah,
type
so
that
I
would
don't
make
think-
that. He's the type that would make that song in that
Yeah.
30 minutes.
So
That's the problem.
He's not someone. I don't think he's a fair voice. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not taking it from someone who the second half of their career has been battling. You know.
Yeah.
Because then you can use the same thing about Drake. He obviously pre-recorded the drop. So it's one of them ones.
Same thing for that one. But as I said, I didn't like that first part. So to me, that's
Fair enough. Yeah.
it doesn't really matter as much for that opinion because it has another opinion in itself, and that one just stood out by itself. But those are my only two things. And then now I don't think we'll ever see another rap beef ever like this, unless if it's the UK where it's proper clashing, where it's clash after clash after clash. But other than that, no.
Stormzy v Dave, make it happen.
You never know in life. I don't think Stormzy would do it.
No.
Nor Dave, to be honest. I'm just glad we got to see this in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Because we hear about Nas and Jay-Z. We hear about,
I wasn't really outside for that. Let me not pretend.
We weren't about. And it's just lovely to see it in real time. Our favourites go head to head and sing a clear victory is cool as well because we know what time it is and let's see what happens in their careers. I think Kendrick is going to drop a project. That's the rumour.
Well,
so something is coming.
I think he should drop two. We should drop two. One being like Kendrick versus Cole, like an EP of just them going back and forth, but just as like lyrical sparring. And when I say lyrical sparring, I don't mean that in the aspect of dissing each other, just like lyrical sparring. Just to
like Watch the Throne thing, maybe, or not really. That maybe less musically and more lyrically. Is that what you're saying?
Lyrically, musically, all the above, but more so it's a case where it's just like we're boys, we do love each other. Could have gone left, but let's just give him music and then that's it.
I would love that. I think that'd be amazing.
Well,
and
then he drops his proper
I don't think it's gonna happen.
No, I think now it can happen. It can really happen.
They'd be trying to put the competition in the dirt.
They should do it, man. They're both capable. It would be, and I'm glad he put out Not Like Us, because I remember we said this ages ago, maybe before Mr. Morale came out, that like, I don't know if it was me or you, might have been you actually, we said that we haven't heard Kendrick enough on West Coast beats.
That sounds like what you'd say.
Think about Mr. Morale, think about Damn, think about even think about To Pimp a Butterfly. The last time you really heard him on LA-ish beats is Good Kid, Mad City.
King Kunta.
Yeah, but it's sparingly. It's not like he doesn't make West Coast
hood politics.
He doesn't make West Coast albums to me.
No,
I would love to hear him on I would love to hear Dr. Dre executive producer a Kendrick Lamar album. That would be so fire because he sounds so comfortable on that that Mustard song.
As he should.
Sounds so comfortable on that Mustard song.
But then that's when I have to go back and I have to say for like music wise, like Schoolboy Q is phenomenal. YG phenomenal. Like I can sit down and listen to them and then even like before Euphoria and whatever the case was going on, I was listening to their albums. I'm like, bro, these albums are fire. And then now obviously how we have Not Like Us, it's like you can't listen to YG, it gives you very similar vibe because of course YG and DJ Mustard.
Yeah.
But
I just think it'd be cool to see because he hasn't done it. Like he's always gone into these really like experimental and deep bags, but it would be just nice to hear him on like a
But now he's
West
the guy
Coast
of West Coast and that's what you bring out. And it's like, nah.
Give us a summer West Coast album.
I expect that to be something we hear a lot more of now.
I'd love to hear that. I think for me, and you said this earlier, how long does Drake need to sit down for? We've been saying we want him to sit down for ages, but we know what
he
that
said he was
going to
sit down.
Probably not gonna.
He said he was going to sit down because he's having problems with his stomach.
He's probably not going to sit down.
He has to.
He's going to put out an album in this summer, and he's going to sneak this as well.
He needs to sit down for 6 months to a year, man.
Allow to sneak this in.
If I was a crisis management team, I'd be, start dating things your own age for a start. Let's get rid of that.
No, not even, bro. Just go back to BM.
Nah, don't go. Sophie Nosebell.
Yeah.
Let it be your world.
Let them know who you picked as your Beyonce.
Yeah, I think he's going to bring music out. And I actually think people are going to forget. Because when you think about it...
slaps, 100%.
Yeah, because if you think about it, we were all killing J. Cole for weeks.
He's going to have to get a better writer. He's going to have to get better writers. Because I even said this. Like...
who, Drake?
Yeah. He's going to have to get better writers. Because Party Next Door is a decent writer. It's just he still gives me Views vibes whenever he's writing his tracks. You can hear it, and it's just like it's never really.
I don't feel like I hear any partyisms in Drake's music anymore, except for
playing with his nose now, isn't it? Anyway, so
he's like, damn, why you say fuck me for?
for real, leave that man alone.
Yeah, he's minding his own business.
For real.
Yeah, it's been an incredible beef. I feel like, yeah, it's one of those things we're gonna look back on and just smile because there's been some incredible records. What was your favorite song from all of this before we wrap it up?
Family Matters still, man. I don't think that will be topped for me for a while. I've gone back to, I keep going back to that drill bit.
My favorite song on all of this is Like That, man.
Yeah.
I think Like That is so
Bomb.
cold. And I think Future's verse is so good as well.
Yeah.
His verse is so cold.
Do you know Future when he's being faded out?
And at the end,
Yeah.
Let him go!
yo, he needs to bring that verse
He
back.
was going in. He was going in.
I think even without the Drake diss, maybe even without Kendrick, that song still goes off, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
That song is so hot. And the beat?
I
I was so confused on what was happening in Metro Boomin's mind when he did the last bit. I was like, bro, come on.
The niggas talking out their necks.
Hey, let's get it, bro.
DOT, the money, power, respect.
Bet
The last one is better. See a lot of goofies with a check. I mean, I pray them sentiments symbolic. Nah. He went, nah. That song is crazy.
Cold.
That song is absolutely crazy.
Cold.
Shouts out to everyone involved.
Even just like that, simple as, man. Nigga, fuck the big three. It's just big me.
Nigga bum.
How do you think to do that?
I don't know what he was thinking when he went in the studio and
I
made
don't
that
think
song.
most people get away with that.
Them two are 2 for 2, you know. Future and Kendrick. King Z is mad as well.
Yeah, I forgot about
King
that.
Z is absolute. Them two need to slap on man up. Them two need to make more songs. I'm sorry,
It's crazy. That track,
bruh.
Because I remember the first time I heard King Z, I thought, what the fuck am I listening to? What the fuck? And then I listened to it
100,000 on my
again.
wrist. Oy. Fuck his baby mama trying to sneak
Like
this.
Yeah.
Future is him, man.
Nah,
He
I'm sorry.
really is. I know I sometimes have difficulties with him because I know what he's capable of, but
Yeah.
he's 101.
Yeah.
Really and truly.
Yeah.
Really, he's a special talent. Someone I'm glad to be able to see. I've seen in my lifetime. A man is an alien. The pockets he's able to get into, I think he's getting a bit forgotten in this. But you have to remember he gave Kendrick the space to be able to even jump on that
There
song.
was one video where they said that the big three is Ye, Future, and Kendrick. Ye simply for production, Kendrick simply for lyrics, Future simply just for what he creates and everything else.
You know what? Even in all of this, we forget Kanye made an incredible beat.
He was talking rubbish.
Man, ban that guy, bro.
Yeah, man.
Nah, that beat is insane.
He was talking.
I'm not saying that that's not the case. He shouldn't have rapped on it. He should have just given it to them for the remix. That, you know, I got you.
Yo, fuck Kanye, bro.
And then
I
now,
love him,
in
but fuck
hindsight,
that
it's
guy
like
as well.
he never needed your help.
Nah.
He didn't need your
He,
help.
he didn't need his help at that time anyway. Drake didn't even address him.
We
At
are
no
all
point. That was
energized.
embarrassing.
We are all energized by the elimination of Drake. Do you know how insane that is to sing on track over a speaker? That's crazy.
Come on, man.
Anyway, what should we do? Should we wrap this one up and then just go into another one? Or?
Yeah, wrap this up.
Wrap it up.
All right.
Listen.
So who won?
By the time the
So who
episode does come out, Kendrick obviously won, but it's Tyson Fury versus Usyk. Obviously, we're just gonna have to wrap it up. But I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who is going to win, and there is nothing more to say to that.
I think Usyk is gonna get robbed.
This is for all the marbles.
I just think they're not gonna not let Fury win.
Really?
Something. I think something.
Do they want him to have the belts that bad?
I think so. I just feel like something controversial is gonna happen tonight, and somehow
You know
Fury will
what?
win.
May has just given us a lot.
This is too much.
God has given May
Hey, listen, May. Oh, if Arsenal win the,
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
It's not gonna happen.
I'll party with you.
I've already.
I'll party with
I'm
you.
telling you, Havertz is gonna get his moment.
If
Yeah, I'm coming out. I'm going to the parade. It's down my road. What?
If Arsenal win,
I'm there.
If your name
21
is,
Savage is coming back.
21.
still need to see the Gunners win the Premier League. I don't know. Look, it's nice to hypothesize. I think the animal that is City, them man are robots. They've cornered the league. There is not much in the way of competition, but I think all of us as fans want to see a change of the guard.
Yeah.
Feel how you feel about Arsenal. Like I know the fan base is annoying, but it will be a beautiful moment. If we could get another moment like Aguero.
You're done for life.
Yeah.
You don't see that again.
No, I don't
happened.
need. Yeah, look, West Ham away at the Etihad. It smells like a 6-0. Haaland gets 4 goals. But
You want to know a fun fact?
Go on.
Actually, damn, no. Sorry, it doesn't. It's not real. I was gonna say to you, David Moyes' West Ham have never won a top 6 away game, but they have. They beat you lot 3-1 early in the season.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, man.
So that might be.
That lends credence.
Hey, if they
It's
pull it
gonna
off, which I don't
We
think,
just need them to draw, which is insane.
which is not
I
the
know
most possible thing.
Let them win. Believe
West Ham win.
No, Arsenal.
No. We need West Ham to either draw with City or beat City,
And you lot need to win.
and we need to win against Everton. Now, the odds are at home. Everton are more or less safe. They're not really thinking about that.
They're a bogey team for you lot, no?
Yeah, they are. But my hope is their man are already on the beach. It's done for them. There's not much left to prove. So it makes it easier opposition for us. But I also think the same for Man City and West Ham.
Yeah.
West Ham are mentally probably checked out. Moyes isn't their manager anymore. So am I going to play for that guy? Maybe last game manager bounce, if that's a thing. But yeah, man, I want to dream, and I'm going to allow myself to, because I think what an incredible moment that could be. But, you know, I pride myself on being a realist. I can't see past Man City absolutely demolishing
West Ham.
Listen,
all the best, man.
For real.
For
All
me,
the best. All the best.
For me, a long time I was feeling like, yeah, Arsenal need to win this, because I just felt like, you know what, it's enough. Obviously, I have a hatred for Arsenal, but in the same breath, I'm like, City have been
I
doing
just
this
don't
too
want to
long.
become the Bundesliga.
City have been doing this for far too long. It's worse than how dominant we were. Way worse.
Yo, there's City. People like to say the Liverpool and City back and forth.
There was no
wasn't
back and
really.
forth.
Liverpool won Premier League in there.
It was Kendrick versus Drake, bro. There was one win
Yeah,
for
for real.
Drake and 4 wins for Kendrick.
It was
So
I just want to see. It's not even like, obviously I support Arsenal and I want, but I also just think for the health of the league, it's important that doesn't go ahead.
Yeah, I hear it still. When Haaland scored a penalty, because at some point I was like, oh, you know, maybe it'd be better if City do it, because I can not live with the Arsenal gas. But I saw that penalty go in, and something shifted in me. I was like, nah, this doesn't feel good.
Nah,
This
it's
don't
even
feel
just for
good.
the sake of football. Like the Premier League is supposed to be the most competitive league in the world.
And it's not even
You can't-
close.
You can't have someone win 4 years in a row, man. It's nasty work. And I'm not even hating, because I really respect Pep to the point now I don't even say the money thing, because the way them man are at the end of a season, so professional, so clinical.
They win every single game, bro. It's separate.
You can't hate. Like, he's obviously got them so well drilled. Pause. But he needs. I just want to see a change of the guard, even if it's just for 1 year. Let's have it. Let's enjoy it. But listen, if your name ain't Temi Fawahimi, Dami Fawahimi, or Lauren Duncan, and Arsenal have won the league, do not try to call me. I'm gonna be off a bean. This is
And there you have it,
stupendous.
folks.
Stupendous.
Listen, I hope so for your sake,
Please.
because yeah, it's not looking good, bro.
Music.
I mean,
I think I'll put Pain by Pusha T and Future.
I don't think that's been on there for a long time. It must have been there a while ago. I must have taken it out. That has to be like years before.
Okay.
Yeah, we can put that on there. It's a good
Now
song.
I want to put on Hype by Drake.
Hype.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't done with the hype.
Good
Man, I want to
choice.
live off of the hype.
Don't.
Real thing.
Family Matters by Drake. I wouldn't be being honest if I picked any other song.
Everything's Personal by M. Huncho and Potter Paper. They got a good project called 36 Hours.
She guys.
Yeah, man. All right, great episode, lads.
Yeah, it was.
And yes, round of applause for Eman and Kendrick Lamar and all of TDE and PG Lang.
The name of this episode is
Beja
When I'm
Lang
Right,
for-
I'm Right.
Yeah.
Beja Lang
With a picture of Emmanuel.